Hello students, Standard 8. In mathematics today we are going to start a new chapter. Chapter number 13, Direct and Inverse Proportion. Now, before we go on the main point, let us discuss something about the variables. We know that variables, what are the variables? Variables are such that their value is changing, means the value of them is not fixed. So the value of a variable is not constant and keeps on changing. There are many quantities whose value varies as per circumstances. It means that so many quantities are such that they are related with the other quantities, means the value of them is varying according to the circumstances, and they have some of the quantities are such that they have relationships which another quantity such that the change in their quantity is interrelated. Interrelated, it means that if the value of one variable is changing, then according to that the value of other variable also changing. It means that they have a relationship of a variation. We can say that these quantities are having the variation between them. For example, if you know the proportion of milk, sugar and tea leaves to make 1 cup of tea. To prepare 1 cup of tea, maybe you can take 300 milliliter water, 2 spoons of sugar, 1 spoon of tea leaves and 50 milliliter of milk. Now if you know the proportion, then you will take 50 milliliter milk, then 300 milliliter water, 1 teaspoonful tea leaves and 2 spoons of sugar. Then when you boil it, the 1 cup of tea will be prepared. Now sometimes it happens that you want to make 5 cups of tea. Then how will you manage it? So now you know that what is the proportion of preparing 1 cup of tea. Then according to that situation, you can take 5 times each quantity, and then you will be able to make exactly 5 cups of the tea. It means here the proportion of the ingredients depends or changes according to the number of persons. For one person, you know the quantity. If the persons are more, means number of persons changing, then the quantity of that ingredients also will be changed. You can't take the same sugar and tea leaves. Not only the water and milk you can change, but everything should be according to the number of persons. So here you can see that there are 2 quantities. One quantity is the proportion of the ingredient, the other quantity is number of persons. So it is changing according to the other. It means that this relationship is known as the variation. There are so many situations, like if the number of articles you buy. Suppose you want to buy a book or a notebook, and the value of notebook is say 40 rupees. Now, if you buy more notebooks, then the value of total cost will be more. So here there is a relationship of variation. The total cost depends on the number of books purchased. Similarly, prices of sugar. If you know the price of 1 kilogram sugar, then you pay that money, say about 50 rupees or whatever is there. So now if you buy more sugar, will you pay the same amount? No. The amount varies, amount changes according to the quantity of sugar that you buy. So here they have a relationship of variation. Now these variations are of two types. There are two types of variations. One is the direct variation, or it is also known as direct proportion. And the other one is inverse proportion or inverse variation. So we have to learn about the two types of variations or two types of proportions in this chapter. There is a very basic difference between both proportion. So you have to understand the basic difference between them. That when can we use the direct proportion and in which situation there is inverse proportion. So if once you understand properly, then according to that you will use the proper way to solve the problems which are related to the proportion. Means either it is of direct proportion or it will be of the inverse proportion. So first of all, we will learn about direct proportion. In direct proportion, you have to remember that two quantities are changing in the same proportion, but one is increasing in the same manner, the other one is also increasing. One is decreasing, the other is also decreasing. Means same thing is going, either increasing or decreasing. That happens in the both quantities. Let's take some examples that I already wrote down at the end, so that it will be clear in your mind that in which situation we have to take direct proportion and in which situation we will have to take the inverse proportion. Until now, I gave some examples. Like if you buy one notebook, you have to pay rupees 40. If you buy two notebooks, how many you will pay? 40 plus 40, that is 80. If you buy 5 notebooks, then what will you pay? You have to multiply with 40. 200 and so on. So here you can see that as the number of notebooks increasing, at the same manner the total cost is also increasing. So this type of situation is known as the direct variation or direct proportion. It means that here both the quantities either increases or decreases in the same manner. Then the relation is the direct proportion. We can take another example. I told you that sugar also. The price of sugar is 50 rupees a kilogram. So if you buy more sugar, then according to that you will have to pay more money. So quantity increases with the same, the total money to pay is also increasing in the same manner. And therefore it is also a direct proportion. Suppose your vehicle run particular kilometers in 1 liters of petrol. So if you consume more petrol, you can cover more distance. So here in this situation you will see that they have such special relation in which the one quantity increase or decrease as the other quantity increase or decrease. And the special thing is also to notice. Let us understand with some here. Suppose I said you buy one book and the price of one book is say 40 rupees. So if you buy two books, you will pay 80 rupees. If you buy 5 books, you will pay 200 rupees. If you buy 10 books, you will pay 400 rupees and so on. Now, here you can see that as the number of books is increasing, the total cost is also increasing. Now the main important thing is that find the ratio of them. 1 upon 40. What is 1 upon 40? Is 1 upon 40 itself? The other one is 2 upon 80. If you simplify 2 ones are 42s are also 1 upon 40. Similarly, if you take the other one, then also 5 fours are 20. So you get 1 upon 40. So here in all the situations, you will see that as the number of books increasing, in the same manner, the total money is also increasing. So here you can see that they have a relation such that the ratio of number of books to the number of, the total cost is always the same, constant. So that type of relation is known as the direct proportion or direct variation. So if we take in general, these are the examples, but if you take generally the two quantities, say x and y, we can take any two variables, say x and variable y. So two quantities x and y are in a direct proportion or in a direct variation. When? What is the condition? Look here. If increase or decrease in x leads to in corresponding increase or decrease in y, such that the ratio x upon y remains constant. So two quantities x and y we take such that the value of x increase or decrease will lead to the increase or decrease of the value in y also, such that their ratio means x upon y always remains constant. Here we saw in the example that number of books to the number of, the total cost, the ratio was same 1 upon 40, 1 upon 40 every time. It means that the two quantities, which are the two quantities? Number of books and total cost. They have a relation of direct proportion. Now, it means that x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2 is equal to x3 upon y3. We saw that here different values, number of books we can take as x1, y1, x1, x2, x3. Similarly, the total cost as y1, y2, y3. Then every time we saw that x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2 is equal to x3 upon y3 up to whatever is there is equal to k. Here k is that constant. Here in case of book we saw that the constant was 1 upon 40. So it doesn't matter you buy 100 books and then you find the total cost, and if you make the ratio by simplifying, it will give the same ratio 1 upon 40 only. Now if x and y are in direct proportion, how can we write down them symbolically? There is a special symbol to show the proportion, and that is, this is the proportionality symbol. So if x and y are in direct proportion, we write as x varies to y. We can read as x varies to y. So when x is varies to y, or we can write down x is equal to ky, because x upon y is constant. So you take y that side, you get x is equal to ky. So here I wrote down some examples also, that the number of articles purchased increases, then the total cost also increases. Second thing, we saw that if you deposit more money in bank, then what will happen? You will get more interest. If we travel more distance, the consumption of petrol is also more. So in all of this situation, you can see that the price depending on each other. So that is the idea of the direct proportion. So here we are going to finish the session, will be followed by PDF, and if any confusion, write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.